So I thought we were going to have the words there up on the screen. If you couldn't understand it, they said, you know what we're here for? And he said, the biggest case in Las Vegas history. Ooh-wee. So look, maybe he was surprised he was arrested, but he'd been confessing for like ever, 5 years in books and you know, YouTube videos and all the rest. And he actually gave an interview to the police in '09. 14 years ago, he coughed it all up for an immunity deal. And maybe he figured he had immunity because he started talking like crazy. He talked to DJ Vlad at length, and it's really what he said to DJ Vlad that got him in all this hot water, just spilling his guts about what happened to Tupac way back 27 years ago. Have a listen to this interview from July of 2019. They're talking about getting the gun, being in the Cadillac, and this starts with DJ Vlad stating what KEEFE D wrote in his own book. Take a listen.
Based on what the book says, Zip gave you guys a Glock, and you guys tossed it in the back seat. And Bubble Up was the driver, and Baby Lane and Freaky were in the back seat.
We was just all in the car together. Just
Okay.
say that.
This was the white Cadillac.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are driving around, and then you hear these girls say, "Tupac, Tupac."
No, we coming up, what's the name? What's that, Flamingo? Yeah, I think that's Flamingo. We was coming up Flamingo and got to the light. We was gonna go drink and smoke some weed, and he happened to be hanging out the window. He was hanging out the window like he was in a parade.
Tupac.
Yeah, he was.
So what happens next?
And we just came, and shit. I ain't gonna go into the details like that, you know what I'm saying?
Joining me now is the man who laid out that whole sequence of events more than 4 years ago for VladTV.com. DJ Vlad is with me now live. It's great to have you. I'm sure that you're sort of just astounded at the last week and everything that's happened, Vlad. I am more curious to ask you, if you had all of that nicely laid out, why was your interview and his book all the ticket to arrest when KEEFE D himself had said all of this back in '09 to the cops to get immunity from a trafficking charge?
I mean, I'm not really sure. I mean, Greg Kading was the one that really led that investigation and got the proffer agreement from KEEFE. I guess it was 14 years ago. And from what I understand, I interviewed Greg about it. He handed it over to Las Vegas PD and also LAPD and so forth, but no one really went forward with it. I mean, according to him, his theory, and of course it's just a theory, was that at the time Las Vegas was trying to rebrand itself as a family-friendly destination. You know, it wasn't like the usual, what we see today of what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. They're trying to get families and kids and go there, and to actually go there and spend money. And having a bunch of rappers shooting each other in the middle of the street, you know, with a court case that was going to drag on for 2, 3, 4 years was obviously bad for business. So it seems like, according to him, that they swept it under the table until,
Well,
the
do
confession
you wonder,
happened.
though, if the confession to you and then the confession in his book, I'm wondering if KEEFE D thought, I got immunity from saying all this stuff when I said it to the police to get out of that trafficking charge. I gave them all this business about what happened, you know, on the strip with Tupac. Do you think that KEEFE D thought immunity would be forever and anywhere so that he could say these things, these confessions to you and in his book and still be covered by immunity? Because we all know the only thing that you're covered is what you say to the cops, not what you say to the public. I've got about 20 seconds left.
Yeah, I mean, a proffer agreement is only supposed to last that particular day. If you say it again, from what I understand, it can't be used against you. But ultimately, I think there was him trying to clean up his name, because once the audio, started to release, everyone started calling him a snitch and so forth. So I think there was a degree of wanting to clear up and give his side of the story, which is what the book was about, and then my interview, which happened right around the same time as the book.
Well, he may have not liked what Greg Kading's book said, the investigator, because there's some word that he was, got his nose out of joint and wanted to set it straight in the public. And it's like, don't. Better to. Hey, DJ Vlad, will you come back and talk to me again? Because the case is only just beginning, and you're one of the guys who knows the most about it.
Sure, no problem. Thank you for having me.
Now, listen, bro, if this ain't definitely a major case of when keeping it real goes wrong, you feel me? Like, this is self-snitching at its finest. This is why you don't listen to a OG just because he an OG. You see little dumb shit like this and be like, what the fuck? So this nigga KEEFE D, as y'all just seen a couple clips from the Vlad shit or whatever, but it's more than that. This nigga been going on a world tour of just telling people that he was in the car with the shit, handed the gun over to his nephew who killed Pac, and just basically admitting guilt, even though if he didn't pull the trigger, you know what I'm saying? And he done wrote a book about it. And I mean, he been doing this for how long now? For some years now. It's 2023, at least 5-6 years he been doing this. You know what I'm saying? Telling the world like, yeah, this like snitching, bro. Like, yeah, I was there, and this was like, bro, he done got busted by the feds. He done made an agreement with the feds and thought that he thought that the agreement was indefinite when it was just in fact for that one day, so they can use anything else that you done said, which is all this snitching. You just went on Vlad TV, Cam Capone News, Art of Dial. You done went on all these fucking platforms. You done wrote a book. They're finna use your own. Yo, world's dumbest fucking criminal, bro. Hip hop's dumbest criminal, bro. Like, don't follow this shit, yo. And like, it's sad because nigga, that nigga 60 years old. Like, you would have got away with it, you know what I'm saying? You would have got away with it. But you chose to go on the press run about it to monetize it. And that's where you fucked up, man. This has got to be some of the dumbest shit I've seen a real OG nigga do. This is even worse than the Suge shit. Suge didn't kill the nigga over a movie or with his truck, but this nigga didn't told on himself about an old murder that he has something to do with, of arguably the greatest rapper of all time for some people, arguably. One of a legend, like, the clout. Niggas just want the clout, bro. They want the clout so bad, they willing to show you, like, I'm gonna do the murder on camera. I'm gonna show you the actual, I'm gonna tell you the, like, that's crazy to me, bro. Like, I can't even feel bad for a nigga like this, bro. Like, what the hell? You look stupid, bro. You look stupid. You look dumb. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, man. I'm gone. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm smoking gas, feel like I cute. Feel like I cute. Bitch, I'm smoking gas, I feel like I cute. I feel like I cute. Bitch, I'm smoking gas, I feel like I cute. Yeah. I feel like I cute. Bitch, I'm smoking gas, I feel like I cute. Yeah. I feel like I cute. I'm sipping that red solo like I cute. Yeah. I got all these bitches on